Okay, hi everybody, welcome to Hangout and Art. This is not a tutorial. This is just what it is, a bunch of friends hanging out and arting and sharing ideas and inspiration. There. Okay, let's see. All right, we'll wait a few minutes to get started. Morning, Janet. Hi, Linda. Hi, Colleen. All right, today I'm going to finish up my my apple paper piecing, which we watched Kathy Arbor do yesterday. She followed Painted Paper Art Workshop by Elizabeth St. Hilaire. Okay. Hey, guys. All right, I'm just going to finish up my apple, because if I don't do it on stream, I'll take all day and think too much about it. So I thought if I was on here, I'd be motivated to keep working on it. So how's everybody today? Oh, you're almost done, Linda? How's it going? I know the Apple projects that got posted were really good. It's fun to see everybody's take on it and what they add to it. Oh, wow, Lori, how much snow did you get? Oh, thanks, Colleen. You know what I realized though when I was painting it? I've been using watercolors so much lately. I forgot like how much you had to clean the brushes, and I don't know what I'm doing when I paint. So, hey, Janet, I got my book yesterday. I paid a little bit more than you did. Mine was 12, but it was on Amazon Prime. Thanks, Kathy. Janet. Hi, Kim. Hi, Linda, Shauna, Kathy, Colleen, Lori, Judy. Anybody else I missed? Janet. Okay, good. You're shipped. I ordered mine the same day you ordered yours, but they had a used one on Amazon Prime for 2-day shipping. So I got mine for 12. And the only reason it was marked good, they said, was because the woman had put her name. Otherwise, it's brand new. It hardly it looks like it's never been looked at. So yeah, I want to read this today. It's a good one, Shauna. It's a good one. I know. I go to the used books first, and unless with the shipping, if I can get it cheaper, I use the used books. Yeah, I've gotten some really good deals on some used books. Okay, what I'm going to do, I need to tear up some paper, some printed paper. That's the only thing I don't have. I have all my green stuff, and I already paper pieced the top, and I paper pieced most of the lines. I have to tear out some yellow ones. And then I just have to do the whites and the apples. So, and I figured if I didn't do it on stream, I'd take all day doing it. And I really want to get it done because I've got other stuff I want to do today. All right, so I'm going to go look for some paper. You guys chat, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I do want to find is I want to try and find some really white paper and not weather. Like this is weathered some. This is pretty white. Oh, you want me to do a flip of the book, Colleen? Sure, I can do that. Sorry, just hi, morning, Eileen. Just hi, Judy. Just do caps again if I missed something, because I may have missed a bunch of stuff in the beginning. Let me pull up my chair, and I'll do a flip of the book first. Okay, well, you know what? Sorry, guys, if this is a little off. This is the best you're going to get. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is Creative Textures in Pen and Ink with Watercolor by Claudia Nice, and what caught my attention was that it was pen and ink. And until I get, oh, maybe if I, there. Okay, so there's the introduction. It talks about materials, basic texturing techniques, the look of transparency, which I know a lot of us are interested in for collaging, metallic impressions, earth textures, skies and weather, wood grain patterns, tree techniques, translucent florals, still life strategies, and fur to feathers. So it covers a lot of different topics. Oh, I know. It should be okay now. I did do like a focus hashtag question mark and sign, you know what I mean. All right. So here's the introduction and tons of eye candy, lots of just fun pictures. This is watercolor with colored pen, watercolor pen and ink, an artist color, whatever that is. Talks about materials. Oh, wow, Lori, you guys are snowed in. It goes through a little bit of color theory. It talks about inks, colored inks, the color wheel, brushes and useful tools. Okay, basic texturing techniques. Okay, she says there's 7 distinct texturing techniques: contour lines, parallel lines, cross-hatching dots or stippling, scribbly lines, wavy grains, and crisscrossing. So I guess she does examples of all the different texture lines you can do, which is actually kind of fun. Is it acrylic ink? It's all inks. Let's see. Let me see what she uses. Pens and maintenance, the crow quill. Okay, she talks ink. India ink. Okay, India ink, color-based, color inks that are dye-based. Watercolor techniques discussed in this book is a quality watercolor paint. She uses Grumbacher, that was highlighted here. What else does she use? Liquid acrylics. She talks about using those, and then what kind of brushes. So it's all different kinds of inks. Yeah, there's a lot of different, and you know what? It's actually the good thing. You have to excuse me, my eyes are still watering. It does have a little bit of highlighting in here from the other owner, so that's kind of nice. I can kind of just pick up her different things. Artist color paint gray, artist color brown to accent your warm-up colors. Okay, so she talks a little bit about how to use the inks. And okay, caution, white and black artist color have a heavier pigment concentration and are not recommended for the medium. And fine nibbed rapidographs, whatever those are. Talks a little bit about paper, good quality cold pressed watercolor paper of 25 to 140 pounds. So yeah, she gives some good basic information. Miscellaneous, sea salt, kosher salt, rubbing alcohol, plastic wrap, spray mist, paper towels, paper tissue are all handy items to have on hand. They can be used to alter pigment flow, creating spontaneous, fun, textured effects. So it seems like to have a lot of information, but it's short. Okay. Yeah. All right. So basic texture techniques. Like I said, she said there's 7 basic texture techniques. She shows them all here. She talks about value, nib size, line direction, color variation. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in here. Dry surface techniques, damp surface techniques, wet on wet techniques, blotting techniques, impressed textures, salt and alcohol techniques. See, she talks a little bit about each technique and then shows samples. splatters. Is Jean here? It looks good, Eileen. I think it looks good. I mean, I've been playing around more with inks and stuff, and to me, it has a lot of good information for me. Thank you, Kathy Arbor, for showing this the other day. All kinds of splattering, stamping. The samples are really good, Colleen, and she gives a few samples. Combining pen, ink, and watercolor. So this is good for everybody doing the sketch along. Okay, transparency, the look of transparency. She said transparency can be a challenge to duplicate. Okay, so when she wants something to look transparent, she starts with watercolor and then adds ink. Well, I've been doing just the opposite. All right. And then again here, like number 1, pale. Preliminary wash establishes the basic shape of highlights. 2, add inner contours. So she does a step-by-step on how to get that effect. And she also, it looks like she tells what colors she's using, like down here for glass, cobalt and phthalo purple, darkened within Payne's gray. Cobalt and phthalo green, also darkened with Payne's gray. So that's nice. She gives all the colors. Okay, down here, Rose Madder and Payne's gray. And then for each section, she tells you how she did it. Like here, stippling, texturing, reflected color, amber colored lamp oil. Yeah, if Jean would just have to rip out the splatter page, Jean would like this book. I know, I always do it the opposite way, Colleen. No, it's ink. It's ink. It's mostly pen and ink and how to use it with watercolors. Don't you think that's a good explanation, Kathy? Oh, marbles. She did one. Eileen, where were you? Weren't you there the other day? She did a drawing out of here. I wonder, this might have been when you went to your scrapbook store. She may have done this when you were at this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go back and watch the video. She did a really good job. Okay, so here's the marbles, and note how the objects seen through glass are distorted, both in coloration and shape. Oh, here's a whole thing with eyes to do with the different texturing techniques. Here's one with dots, contour lines, pen and ink work overlaid with watercolor lashes. Highlights maintained with liquid frisket. Okay, who's used that? I think, did Janet use the frisket? Somebody's been using. Okay, Kathy, put that on your list. Do another one out of here. Right, Janet. Yeah, wait, what could Eileen have been doing if she wasn't here? Okay, so it says use liquid frisket for the eyes. Rabbit eyes in deep shadow, have no white highlight dots. Ink crisscross lines. So she tells which technique she uses for each of these. Pen and India ink, pen and ink overlaid with watercolor washes, watercolor brushwork, overlaid with pen, India ink, pen and liquid acrylic texture strokes. Oh, here, and then it says lay a basic wash of light pencil, sketch, while still slightly damp, shade and deepen value, leaving an illumination, add pen and ink, accent strokes. So she gives you the steps. Watercolor textured with pen work. Okay, how to do water. Oh, that would be good, Kathy. I don't think I have any Frisket. I'll have to pick this up, pick some up maybe. It's because I know there's other stuff I could use that into. I think that other watercolor book, the Fast and Easy Watercolor, you could use Frisket. Okay, waters. Hi, Beth. Hi to anybody else who came in and that I missed too. Surf and ocean waves. Metallic impressions. Smooth can be a tricky texture, especially when the smooth surface is in the form of polished metal. Okay. Polished silver. This one's pen and ink sketch, tint it with watercolor. Stippled pen and ink drawing. And these, it looks like, are watercolor sketch with ink work over it. Interesting. And how to do brass, gold, copper, and bronze. Cast iron. So she has a whole chapter on metals. That's cool. Rust. Earth textures. Don't overlook the earth beneath your feet. Soil, sand, and rock are rich in texture. So her whole theme seems to be texture and how to use it with the pen, ink, and watercolors. Oh, here and again, soil. Red clay soil, topsoil, rich humus, dry, dusty soil. And then she goes in with all the colors, how to do it. Rocks, gravel, volcanic rocks, marble, penwork and India ink, burnt ochre liquid acrylic, adobe and brick, hey Mitz, stone, skies and weather. The sky is often portrayed as calm, blue, hardly noticed backdrop. However, when clouds pile up into fluffy mountains or march troop-like in ominous formations or burn the heavens with reflected color, there's enough drama to catch all your attention. Okay. She goes into talking about clouds. And then again, she, shows how she uses each different type of texture. Rain clouds, rainbows, Oh, yeah. I saw some of Debbie's stream last night. Her poppies turned out so good. Oh, thunderstorms. Okay, this one's done with salt. Salt reacts especially well and washes a Payne's gray, producing white fluffy flakes. Wood grain patterns. Polished wood, how to get that shine on the polished wood. Aged fencing. That's cool with the barbed wire. Old wooden structures. Trees. Okay, tree techniques. Okay, this must be where Kathy did hers. More apples. Hi, CB. Is this one Kathy did the other day? Kathy, is this one you did the other day? The hardwood tree bark, or was it a different one? Kathy might have done this one the other day. I'll know when I go through if I see another one similar. Birch trees. Birch trees are my favorite. Foliage. Distant trees. Hey, Jillian. Translucent florals. Floral pen sketches using the texture lines and everything. Lots of flowers, lots of leaves, weeds and grasses. Luthen. Oh, I didn't know that was called luthen. That white stuff on the trees and stuff. Mushrooms. Dry brush and pen detail work, I guess, over watercolor. Typical mushroom texture is smooth and rounded with a matte glossy sheen. The mushrooms sketched here are a combination of brown liquid acrylic pen work, layered washes, and dry brush detailing. Still life strategies. So her big thing is really focusing on the texture. Textiles, pottery, fur to feathers. Oh, that's a good bear. I could see Debbie doing that bear. Or one similar to that. Oh yeah, Judy, don't go out until you know you can make it there and back without falling. Okay, so here she goes into animal hair. I just like the way how she does this. She does like a little sample, and then, even if it's just telling you which texture type she did, I like how it's laid out. This is India ink. Okay, so the spotted and striped coats on this page here, it's all depicted with pen and ink. This is all pen and ink, no watercolor. Oh, these are cool. Sorry about the glare, you guys. I should have done that a while ago. Little lammy. Scaly skin. Butterflies. Feathers. And that's it. So yeah, that's the book that Cass showed us the other day and did a project from. And there's a bunch of them on Amazon that you can get used. They start, I know Janet got hers for $8. I don't know how many $8 ones are left. Mine was $12 with free shipping. And to get it new, the hardcover is $41. And I think the soft cover is $24. I know, I just like it. I think today I'm going to sit and read through this just to get different ideas and maybe try some of the different line techniques and stuff. I think once you read through and do that, when you're doing it, you remember and you end up using it. So, oops. You know, there we go. Did you get yours yet, CB? I got mine yesterday because I was able to get one through on Amazon Prime and I got 2-day free shipping. I know, even if, even if this isn't the thing you're going to do all the time, I think it's fun to learn the different techniques, and I think you'd end up incorporating them in other things that you do. That's the way I looked at it, because it's mixed media. It's not just one thing you're doing. You're taking everything. Yeah, you're taking everything that you learn and combining it. Sometimes you use it, sometimes you don't. Okay, now back to paper piecing, which I love the paper piecing. The only thing I didn't love was tearing out all those thin strips of paper. I didn't like the detailed tearing. That was driving me crazy. That's why I figured if I do it online, I'll get it done quicker. Who is it by? It is by Claudia Nice. It's called Creating Textures in Pen and Ink with Watercolor, and the author is Claudia Nice, and I found mine on Amazon. Yeah, so thank Kathy Arbor's the one who, Kathy said she got this one a long time ago. And if you go look at her videos, it was last week she did one of the trees. Oh, funny you say that, Kathy. I already did the stripes. Except for the yellow ones, the stripes have paper on them. Because I think I was there when you were doing the stripes. And you said you went along like she did in the book, is what I was doing. And I think the reason why she did the stripes and then the paper, you just get more of that torn effect. I know it was a pain to do, but I think it's to get it looks more textured when you do the two pieces separate than laying the stripes over the paper. So that's why I decided I'm just going to do it how she did it. I know these were a pain. The strips for me were a pain. This was fine up here. Okay, so my plan. Hey, Debbie. My plan is to try to find really white pieces of paper and not aged. So here's some. That's pretty white. Hey, Safia. I think you'll like it, Eileen. I think anybody who's been trying to do work with pen, sketching and stuff like that, it has good stuff in it. All right. Here's a couple sheets from here. I want to try and get a variety. Okay, I need to step away for a second to try and find some more books with really white paper. Okay, this is pretty white. What are those, Janet? She mentioned that in her book. How do you say it? Repeatograph pens? Oh, okay, good. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. I'll Google it after I get off here. I just can't do it now. All right, let me go find some more. Oh, you know what? I think I have some tissue. Okay, here I do have some tissue with music. Here's one other. I may pull a piece of this out too. This is what I was looking for the other day. This is the rice paper. If anyone's interested in different rice paper that actually has it's really grainy. It's like it has little grains of rice in it. So that's pretty light. I think I might tear some of that out. Oh, wow, that is thin. 0.008 is really tiny. Okay, So this is one of my other papers I got to try. I thought would also be cool with the jelly plate. But I think I can use it. Maybe I'll stamp on it and use it on here. I'm just listening to, looking at what Janet says about the pens. Okay. All right, let's take this out. Okay, this is perfect. This is like a tissue paper with newsprint. All right, hopefully this will be plenty. Hey, Jean. Jean, I have a question for you. Were you watching Kathy Arbor the other day when she was working out of this book? I was wondering if you had it. If not, you might be interested in this. Watch the beginning of mine. I did a pretty detailed flip through, and I think Kathy flipped through too. But there's a lot of good, lots of fun stuff in here you might like. We thought of you when we were looking at it. Okay. Oh yeah, they had some glass bottle techniques, water, marbles, how to do texture with pen, ink, and watercolor.